Magnolia Gods, a novel by Thomas Hollyday. On July 4th, 1946, Navy Captain Edward Lawson attempted to fly an experimental seaplane into the hands of the Soviet Union. The top-secret plane crashed in the Atlantic Ocean before he could succeed with his traitorous action. His body and the wreck of the plane were lost at sea. Mike Howard runs a small aviation museum, and, several decades later, his war hero family still feels the sting of Lawson's unpatriotic actions. When Mike is pressured by Lawson's grandson Jesse to mount a search for the traitor's corpse, his first instinct is to vehemently refuse. However, his scholarly instincts quickly get drawn into the hunt, and he soon realizes that there is much more to the story. As Mike's corporate sponsors passionately lobby for him to stop stirring up old issues, it is made clear to him just how tangled the web of espionage has become. Soon bodies are dropping like flies, and Mike is forced on the run. He desperately unravels the threads of deceit, scrambling for the truth before his own life and the lives of those he loves are brutally added to the list of sacrificed men of conscience. From the blog Saving in Seconds. I'm big on book covers, and completely expected Magnolia Gods to be about the bows of Sweet Southern Belles or something. I was really surprised by the thrill, adventure, and suspense it contained. The story echoes with patriotism and devotion. The main character, Mike, reminds me of a pilot version of Jack Bauer. He loves deeply and fiercely, willing to sacrifice anything for his family. The relationships in the story are tied together in a beautiful way, not feeling awkward or forced. The government conspiracy in the background just adds to the excitement. The story is based in and around the Chesapeake, where I've never visited. I loved reading about the geography and isolated places of the area. It's also got romance without being too steamy. The plot centers around historic letters that send a haunting message from the past. This was a great read, and one that I might have passed up if only looking at the cover. If you're looking for a book that you'll have a hard time putting down, consider Magnolia Gods. It's small enough that it can be read in an afternoon or weekend. That's a lot of book packed into a few pages, let me tell you. I don't think you'll be disappointed. A scene from the book. Robin climbed into the plane and started the engine. Mike got in the other seat directly back of her. 1 hour. You land her here, too. I don't want no fetching, the man called above the din of the engine. Robin looked at him with another stare. All right, he said, looking at the sky. You get aloft, just follow the road. Real pretty scenery. You'll like it. Make sure you don't get lost, he cackled as he went back inside. I wonder if he recognized us. Hiram must have had spies in all these airports, said Robin. It's a chance we had to take, said Mike. They were flying as the man had suggested, following a highway that ran due south as far as they could see. Mike tracked their progress on the map Jesse's mother had prepared for him. After only a few minutes at altitude and level flight, the engine began to run rough. Robin had to constantly monitor the carburetor settings to keep up airspeed. Engine's seen a lot of hours, Robin shouted over the noise. Below, the farmland was neat, like a checkerboard. You don't see all the vines and the trash from up here. I love it, Robin commented. She kept the little aircraft about 500 feet off the ground. The shadow of the plane raced across the ground below, not stopping at small streams or high hedges or trees and any of the other impediments. Then suddenly Mike was aware of another shadow, another blot of darkness moving along with their own. He watched for a few moments, then he knew what it was. "A plane is following us," he said. "He's hanging off the woods down there, hard to see, but when he turns. Not good. I think that airport manager reported us." "I don't think it's police," said Mike. "They'd be beside us demanding we return to the field. This guy wants to find out where we're going." Robin cut back her speed. The second shadow overlapped the one of their own plane. The other was larger. "He's below us," she said. Mike twisted in his seat and looked out under the wing. "It's a Cessna, and she's got no police insignia on it." Mike watched the plane. "As those are aviatrix people following us, more of their team, will be searching the ground area in a few hours. Maybe we should try to lead him away." "I'm not sure that would get us anywhere," said Robin. "We can delay him a little." "Hang on," she shouted, as she pushed the rudder pedal forward and threw over the stick. The Aeronica dropped sharply. Mike grabbed at the sides of his seat. "Hold your gut, Mike." This book is available at Amazon.com and Nook. Thank you. You got that right.